Jada has not done. So
Dude, that's research right there.
they know.
Yeah,
They know.
they know.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome back, everybody, to Collecting Brothers. John, and this is Josh. Let's go ahead and talk some toy news this week. First up, just wanted to give a big shout out to Space Zombies from Mars. Their Kickstarter is live. It's not active. You can't back it yet, but you can go ahead and ring that notification bell to be notified on March 1st when it does go live, so it's ready to be backed. So you can go in there, check out the Kickstarter, kind of look at all the different stuff. Cool thing they are doing, though, is like everything's going to be revealed day one. Stretch goals are going to be revealed, the prizes, not the prizes, but like the unlocks, everything will be revealed and everything's going to be seen on March 1st. So make sure you go ahead and hit that link down in the description. I'll leave a link for their Kickstarter, man. All right, let's jump over to McFarlane Toys. They got given us a Target exclusive gold label here, Dark Knight Trilogy. This is the Fear Gas Batman from Batman Begins, the Scarecrow one, the freaky deaky one. So I think this is really cool to get this interpretation, get this version of Batman.
Yeah, of course, like the head is, I think, the draw here, but like, I don't know. I feel like the knees, it's just like a weird bend. I don't know. Maybe it's just a pose, but it's just this weird bend going on.
It might be. I'm assuming they're just going to reuse the original, the Batman Begins Batman, right? Or is this new?
I don't know.
I can't tell either. But I do like the concept, the Fear Gas version. I think that's cool. All right. Let's jump into Marvel Legends. Now, they had a fan stream that went down, but I think I know why the G.I. Joes had to cancel their fan stream. Because these homies got booted, dude.
Oh, really?
That's what I think. It's like these guys went up on the 20th, and G.I. Joe was supposed to go on the 18th or something. I think there was just too close of fan streams or something.
Maybe, yeah.
Who knows? But yeah, G.I. Joe is going to be later. But we did get the Marvel Legends fan stream here. A lot of fun stuff. Mainly, though, Spider-Man 2 Gamerverse figures. So it's that Gamerverse line. Jumping into Spider-Man 2. Everyone loves Spider-Man. First one, we have this Anti-Venom. This thing is sick, dude. What are your thoughts on this figure, man? I really like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's executed perfectly, but like, just like if you remove the attachment, it's just another basic Marvel Legend. It's got a blue fire head. I mean, you can make yourself a custom Hades from Hercules.
Oh, yeah.
You can use it for that. Yeah, he's got the perfect hair for that.
That's for sure. I do also just kind of want to give a cool shout out. Arlen Pelletier, the guy who's the sculptor for Space Zombies from Mars. He sculpted this one for the Marvel Legends team. But yeah, from the Gamerverse, get there. Next up, though, we're getting the Spider-Man 2 Spider-Man video games. Kingpin, looking big and beefy there. For me, I like the black suit. It's fun. But like, I feel like the head and the hands are like too bulbous. I don't know. Something feels off to me on this one.
I actually really enjoy this, and I don't actually mind that they just straight up are using the mold and they're just getting like the head. And I think because it's a video game, I actually like that, like the face is exaggerated, right? Because I would say the face proportions are definitely larger than like what you would even see in a normal human. Like even for the Kingpin, the facial features are large. But I think that just lends itself to the video game aesthetic. And yeah, I don't know. I feel like this figure just works for me. I like the black suit. And then even if you don't like the head sculpts, right, you can just use this as a black suit and then swap your, the comic book Kingpin head and hands on there.
Versions of this big suit have we gotten? We've gotten the white one, right?
We got in the white one. Joe fixed the blue.
Oh, the blue. Yeah, Joe fixed the blue. Pinstripe. And now the black?
We've actually gotten two whites. So we got in the all-white bath and then the all-white card back. That was it was like a white with like a different, like it was like an ascot and a different vest and a different color shirt, but it was still white.
Yeah.
I think it was like white and blue pants, white jacket and blue pants, I think.
Something like that.
Whereas the bath was the pure white. And to this day, the bath is the best one because it's the all white. That's where you want the Kingpin.
That's Kingpin for you.
Yeah, right? But it's good. I don't know. It's good to see this one. And especially you get two different alternate heads. And I feel like, I don't know, they're just very like menacing and like it's a good head sculpt, I think.
You like it. When are we gonna get the Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin?
It's not happening. That's not happening, man. That's a hazard.
Have you ever seen people's customs of it?
Yeah, you sent me a custom of it. I saw it. It was pretty good, actually. His custom wasn't bad.
It was big, right? It was like the proper size.
The proportions were right. He knocked it out of the park, that guy.
Yeah, I want that Into the Spider-Verse Kingpin. Hasbro, hit me up. There's that box art though. Again, it's fitting into that, that's just rectangular, no more of the bends or anything like that we get used to getting. No more bevels or anything like that. But yeah, there is that Kingpin. Next up, we're getting the what is this? The upgraded suit, I believe, for Miles, and nice little sculpting. I love all the little details that we're getting here. And yeah, it's just Miles in his upgraded suit. I think we got a Miles Spider-Man version, video game version, right? Already? Maybe.
Oh
not?
yeah. Because this is Miles. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
because
Miles.
electricity is Miles. Yeah. No, yeah, we got in the like just regular black and red Miles already. But yeah, no, I think, and it looks like for the most part, I actually think they're just reusing the exact mold because all that detail I remember is I was like praising the original release for that same detail. It looks to me. So it looks like the exact same figure, just repainted for, and of course the new hands. And I think the new hands came out really well. The blue plastic that's kind of mixing with yellow, and you're kind of getting that faint green or teal in between. I think looks really cool, and it's coming out like, I don't know, it just sells the effect. And you know me, God bless the USA, baby. I love that red, white, and blue. I live and die for that red, white, and blue. So this is a cool figure.
Yeah, but yeah, that's that upgraded suit to get into that Spatterverse, Gamerverse stuff there. Next up, though, is the Venom suits, like the black suit Spider-Man from the game.
Or the symbiote suit, they call it, right?
Yeah, the symbiote suit. Yeah, you're right. I like this, man. I like all the details that this thing has and the cool art sculpting that we get here. Yeah, it is a black suit Spider-Man, but it has more of that like Venom, the movie, you know, the MCU, or not MCU, but like the
no, yeah, exactly. You're right. Well, he's in was in the MCU. You got it. No, for sure. Like this is, I think they executed this perfectly, and I think it's a testament also to the video game designs, you know, because they did it like where like the Bumblebee, right? You want to keep the essence of the classicness, but also add more detail. So it's not just, you know, a smooth costume. And testament to the game and Marvel Legends team that executed it to a T here. I'm really excited for this figure. Like just for even like you could even just use this as like an MCU, I think, symbiote suit because it could kind of blend in with those modern costumes, I think.
I think so too. I think it does a really good job of walking that line of like live action, but you know the video game does that though.
And then that Venom, the symbiote whipping accessory, I don't think we've ever seen that, and that is such a neat like thing because especially because in the game, you know, I see a lot of him like jumping up and then going like
he gets angry his
arm, like almost like an extension, like a grabbing arm kind of motion. Yeah, and that's kind of what it's like looking like. It's like an arm.
Yeah, this one is probably so far my favorite out of the ones we've seen.
Oh yeah,
I do like the anti-venom, but this one I just think that they did a really good job on the sculpt.
Because the sculpt ever so slightly, it's hard to tell, but you can see in the light, like you mentioned, you're getting that like wobbliness in the black suit, like that Venom. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not smooth. It's like someone's like buffed it out or something.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. I agree. But next up, though, we're getting another Miles, but this time in the Boricua suit. This is the Puerto Rican suit, since his mom was Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah. Got the one star with the triangle. Yeah.
So again, there's that Miles. You got I do like that the top half of the head actually has the web lines sculpted, but everything else is smooth.
Well, I think the torso has web lines.
Oh yeah. Sorry, that's true. Yeah, the torso.
Yeah, and you can actually see there's like it is smooth, but you can see like there's texture on the white stripes of the Puerto Rican flag, and then there's blue, like on the blue it has texture, on the head it has texture. So it adds like a lot of contrast just like within the sculpt, you know, because there's like a smooth texture.
But there's the Boricua. Next up, we got. I think actually this is the anti-venom. Sorry, I misspoke. Yeah, this is like the blue version of that Spider-Man suit, the Venom suit. Yeah, this is the anti-venom suit. What do you think of the blue, though?
It came out really well. And, like, from what I'm seeing, you know, I'm not seeing any marbling. And I feel like if there were to be marbling, it would appear on this figure. And, you know, that could be them embellishing their photography and embellishing their product. I would love to see when I get this in hand. But I feel like they're capturing that sheen without the marbling. And that's really exciting to see because, you know, it really kind of messes up some figures because, you know, the marbling is like different on every figure, and so some figures do get worse than others, and it's just like a quality control issue when it comes to that,
and it's just hard to control that, right?
Yep. But yeah, I think overall all these Spider-Man figures, they're all so unique, they're all so different, they all have like unique sculpts and unique paint that man, I'm sold on this whole wave.
Okay, let's keep it going then. Let's see if you can finish up. Here we have Spider-Man 2099, Brooklyn 2099. This one I'm excited for, dude. This one's cool. I think they really pulled out all the stops here. I love like the hard plastic translucent parts here with the baggy pants and the belt. I feel like there's a lot of fun pieces on this figure to create a really cool, unique look for for the Spider-Man, dude.
And the shine, like not even on the promotional images, the shine coming through on the actual product that they're showing is ridiculous. Like it makes me like think of like it looks so realistic because that's how it would look, like a hard plastic armor on a Spider-Man, like a shell, like a shell.
Yeah.
That's the shine I would picture. So crazy shine on the thing. I don't think I've ever seen a Marvel Legends shine that much.
Yeah, no, I think it looks really good. And again, the baggy pants, I think this is a really, really cool aesthetic, man. But there's everything you get with him. You get some web effects here, some flipping hands, some wall crawling hands, and some fists. Yep. Next up, Felicia Hardy, Black Cat from the Gamerverse. This one's cool, dude. I think you did a really good job on the sculpt again. I think they did a good job interpreting those game characters and their suits and that aesthetic into these action figures.
Yeah, I feel like this line is getting the MCU treatment where they're just getting dedicated sculpts, super detailed sculpts, right? It's not just smooth. There's like vertical lines, horizontal lines, inlays going through in and out of the sculpt, which just adds so much from our basic, smooth Marvel Legends that we get in the comic book line. It's all pinless. Head sculpt looks great. You can see the eyes through the glasses.
Sorry, just one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, no, I think I agree with you, man. And this is kind of interesting because like the Marvel Legends teams was toting the Spider-Man Maximum series, right? They were like saying all new scope from the ground up, right? Isn't this also all new scope?
Yeah, it is.
And it's only $25, right? So are we really paying $25 for all those extra accessories?
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. The Maximum series is a scam. Let's just say that. They're trying to scam us. But we're still gonna buy it because it's a great Spider-Man figure. But yeah.
We'll see.
No, this thing is phenomenal. Like, holy crap. Out of like all these figures, it's cool. I love Spider-Man's, but then to get a Black Cat, everybody has 100 Spider-Man's figures, and we only have a couple Black Cat figures. So to get this Black Cat figure, man, I'm gonna post. I want to buy this and then post, with my Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. It'll fit right in.
All right, there you go. All right, but there is that wave. Now, Josh, what do you notice here? What's standing out here? What's different from what's happening in previous Marvel Legends? What's big thing?
The peg hook?
No bath.
That's normal, and I don't really care just because of how much new sculpt. Like for this one, I'll give it to them. Like I'm not going to complain about that. I will only complain about no bath when you don't give it to me in a comic book line, because I feel like when it's a comic book wave, it's like I would say 80 to 70% reuse, and there's like a new head, new accessory every now and then. But for the most part, it's just the same buck with the new paint job.
Yeah.
Whereas like these, with how much new sculpt we're getting, and then also the amount of hands that each figure gets, that's not typical with every Marvel Legend. Like you'll often get just an alternate set of hands, whereas here you're getting multiple sets of alternate hands. Some even come with heads. Yeah, and so I'm not too pissed about this because this has been like a running trend where they're doing this. But when it comes to the MCU or these dedicated sculpts, it makes sense, right? Because you can kind of compare it to like the Black series, right? The Black series, because they give us dedicated sculpts, they're not going to give you baths.
Right, yeah. And there is a lot of nice sculpting here and new parts for sure. But yeah, so it's going to be available for pre-orders Tuesday, February 25th at 1 p.m. Eastern. Now, here's my thing. I'm also kind of happy that there isn't a bath. We've kind of been seeing this trend, right, where there's just less and less baths that are getting released by the Hasbro team. But they're not releasing deluxe figures, right? They still are going to be dropping these huge, big old deluxe figures. And I'm kind of like for it. I'll be honest, man. Like this wave, like not all of them were like, oh, I need to have it. And if there was a bath attached to it, especially if it was like Kingpin or like this Venom, I would have had to been like, oh, I have to get all of them. But this way, I can just pick up the Venom and I'm happy, right? I don't have to pick up all 7 or 6 figures to just make the one bath.
I mean, I think we're still getting scammed, and I feel like, and that's not, I think that's kind of the thing, like where they slowly kind of keep pulling it away, and then it becomes normalized. Because like now for me, I'm rationalizing it, but if you really think about it, you're still getting less for your money. Because if you look back to the Spider-Man way, the first Kingpin was a bath. Like it was in a comic book wave. There were Spider-Man figures, and a lot of it had new parts too. And so Kingpin definitely could have been the bath. Like this Venom's huge. It's not gonna. I don't know if it would fit. It might have, but the torso, this thing's massive. But the Kingpin definitely. But even I remember, like even the Kingpin was like, holy crap! Like the packages sometimes, like with the Kingpin body or like a leg, dude, it weighed a lot. There was like no room for anything. So, yeah. But it is what it is. They're slowly kind of weaning us off of it, and they're slowly making us rationalize why we're okay not getting it, why we're okay getting less for our money. It's
Right.
just the way things are.
Yeah. But yeah, so let's talk about this Venom. And this guy is huge, dude. And it is the Spider-Man 2 version of Venom, right? So I really like this figure, man. I like the sleekness of him, like in the texturing on the suit. And I love the removable saliva spit. I don't know what it is, but I love that that's an accessory piece that could be added or taken out.
And then it's like clear, like this is something we've never seen in any Venom because previously they do like the green paint and that's comic book accurate, but to get kind of a clear translucent accessory piece, and man, it adds so much realism to it. That is an amazing accessory piece.
Yeah.
And this thing is huge. Like I don't know how much it's gonna cost, but and look at that arm piece. That arm piece is beautiful, man. Like, I'm glad that they didn't like skimp out on anything and like try to reuse maybe like the Venom and be like, oh, we'll just reskin it and then do it. But yeah, they just went all out into the huge sculpt. This thing is massive, man.
Yeah, I love this, man. And I love like the design of this too. Like it has like the Venom movie live action smile where it's like huge and deep. And I love the tongue sticking out, right? Like in the spit. I love all of it, very Todd McFarlane-y. The only thing I don't like is the stylized spider logo, but that's whatever.
Yeah, that's
the game.
The game's fault, yeah. One thing I will shout out though to the Marvel Legends team is you look at the white logo, if you can get like a closer shot of it, how it's like fuzzy on the edges.
Yeah.
And like that's not a mistake because I feel like in the game it's very fuzzy like that on the paint. So great job from the Marvel Legends team, trying to figure out a way how to implement that like fuzzy look on the white logo because it came out well and it's reading as it looks like in the game.
Yeah, it's like almost like alive, right? Because the symbiote's alive. It's like moving a little bit on him. Like
like it's not a clean line. Yeah, and I like that.
Yeah. Good shout out, man. I didn't notice that. All right, yeah, definitely picking up this Spider-Man or this Venom. I really
yeah. Wait, but out of all the Spider-Mans, though, honestly.
Okay, yeah. Which was your pick for the Spider-Mans?
Not counting Black Cat because Black Cat.
Okay.
But
okay. So
Spider-Man. Honestly, I go symbiotes all the way.
Oh yeah.
I go symbiote black suit Spider-Man with the Venom. Yeah, give me that.
That would be a clean look. I'm really kind of digging the 2099 Brooklyn 2099 suit, man.
Yeah,
that plastic, that shiny plastic look with the baggy pants. It's just a cool look, man. I'll give it to that one as my pick for the Spider-Mans. All right, let's keep going here. Oh yeah, that's going to be available mainline and fan channel Thursday, February 27th at 1 p.m. for pre-order. And that's not it. They gave us another little bit of X-Men, which I love, man. I'm always here for my X-Men.
What is this, a random X-Force Warpath?
It's Warpath X-Force, man.
Or just randomly they give us X-Force Warpath? What the heck?
Well, not just randomly. They are, again, I love this look, dude. Any day. The black, the X-Force look, man, is so cool. We just got that Nightcrawler X-Force, man. Yeah. And so, but it's going to be a 2-pack. So you get that Laura Kinney X-23, which I don't have an X-23, so I'm like, yeah. Get a X-Force Warpath. I'm in on this, man.
Yeah, and not only that, I feel like this, just with all the trend, the head sculpt on this X-Force is way better than the old one. The only thing I will say, I don't know, maybe not. I was gonna say it kind of looks kind of old. Like her face sculpt kind of looks old.
Like she's older.
Yeah. Okay. But one thing, I think the X-Force is great, but with the Warpath, it's definitely using a wonkier body proportion. Like
yeah.
The head is a little off. The traps are a little too high. Like they go way too high. Like look at where the shoulder line is versus where his chin is at. Especially right in this picture, right? Like that just kind of looks off. And they're just using an older body. Like this is an older body. You can see because of the pins, right?
Yeah.
It's not the pinless. And so definitely an outdated body. I honestly think they're using the original Warpath body. Yeah, this is the original Warpath body. Yeah. But I love Warpath, dude. After that, when he appears in the in the Days of Future Past movie, oh, you crushed it.
Yeah, no, I think this is a good fun pack for a double pack. And again, I don't have an X-23, so definitely going to pick this one up. And again, she's like this is where all the money went, right? This is double pinless knees, elbows, like in that smaller female buck that they've been doing. 2 head sculpts, which I love that. And all the fun accessories too. So
yeah. They're selling you the X-23. Warpath's just the bonus.
Yeah, but yeah, there he comes. That's going to be pre-order in March.
I love that X-Force logo, man.
I was just gonna say that.
That is like nostalgic. When I see that logo, I'm like, I've seen that a lot.
That's the X-Men Unlimited, dude.
Yeah, that's a nice logo.
Or X-Men Evolution. Sorry, X-Men Evolution. Yeah, no, like that's what I was gonna say. I was like, I love that this has its own specific packaging, which maybe we get some more X-Force versions of other characters. I feel like we need an updated Phantom X personally, but
Oh yeah, with that terrible trench coat that he had. One of the worst trench coats that honestly, speaking of that, then we also need an up, like they can do that, and if they do it really well, then you can also get an updated Gambit, because it can be kind of a pretty close jacket, because that's what they did. Gambit and Phantom X, they used the same jacket, and it was a terrible jacket.
A rough jacket,
because it made it so like you couldn't even put your arms down. It just like made them float, so they were constantly floating their arms up.
It had to be action. All right, and then here's the teaser that they dropped. It was a missile. Again, I'm always lost. Most of the time, I'm lost with these.
Oh yeah, they're way tricky.
But from what I read, is people are saying some type of like Hulk.
Hulk. I can also think like Magneto.
Magneto, yeah.
Like, it would be a cool accessory to have like a, he's blocking like a missile accessory.
That's true. One thing that I liked, which I think is kind of cool, and it's not the exact same design, but some people's were dropping Rhino from Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Dude, I would love that, but that's a stretch, man. But
I know.
Would love that. That'd be insane.
Because that missile, right? He blocks it with the sewer lid at the end of the movie.
Dude, I'll have to rewatch it and compare how close it is, because that would be insane if
that would be really cool, yeah.
With the Paul Giamatti head sculpt, are you kidding me?
The Alexis, yeah. Yeah, no, we'll see. But yeah, they teased this. People were also saying Maximum Hulk. And some people were saying Iron Man or War Machine because it's a missile. But we'll see. Yeah, this is the little teaser that we got. All right, let's jump over to Mezco Toys. They officially solicited their Samurai Jack for their 1/12 collective for $95, due out October 2025. I don't know, man. I'm still seeing the same problems that I saw when they like solicited this at the I'm not sure what show it was, MegaCon or something like that. I think the skin tone is just slightly off. Now, maybe I'm remembering the show wrong. I haven't watched it in a while, but I don't know. What do you think, Josh?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with the skin tone too much. It's not that bad. I just think more so it's just a steep price, I think, for the figure. I mean, it's hard though, because I feel like they're executing it beautifully well. It has the soft goods, has a crap ton of accessories. Actually, never mind. I don't know. It might be worth it, honestly. The portal.
It does come with a portal.
That portal is actually really cool, and they're reusing the portal from the Gwen Stacy Mezco. So really good reuse on their part. The portal, the accessories, the hat, the hair. Dude, the hair.
The hair, yeah. That's the final season hair, man.
Yeah. $95. In the end, it's probably worth it. Because I think the reason what also makes it more, I think, valuable is what other company is maybe going to give you Samurai Jack figure. Do you know what I'm saying?
Whereas but they're going to charge you $200 for it.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe NECA, who knows? But like, I think something like the exclusivity of a property actually makes people pay more for it. Like if you're doing a Star Wars or a Marvel figure, because there's so many Batmans, because there's only so many Supermans and Spider-Mans, you better knock it out of the park, and it better be a really good value for collectors to buy it. But when it comes to Samurai Jack, because you don't have a Samurai Jack figure, $95 worth it, actually.
And the property, like the last thing they did was, a while ago with the Revival series, and so, that might be in everyone's, zeitgeist, people aren't talking about it. But yeah, I agree with you, man. To get a Samurai Jack figure, and they did a good job, like interpreting not the comic book, but the TV show that Gendy did.
And good to see, like, and this is rare with Mezco. It's not always the double elbows. Like, oftentimes you'll see like,
you're right.
Single, and I think what's good about it too is that because the gi is very loose in the sleeves, I feel like you're going to get really good articulation. Because sometimes Mezco is just hindered by the fabrics, but because of how loose this gi is, I feel like it's going to articulate really well, and you're going to get maximum range for those double elbows.
I think you're right. And when, like, it's not all the way down to his wrist, right? It's like to his it's half,
Yeah, you can even roll it up and then get the full limit of it.
So when do we get Aku?
Nobody wants that because it's gonna be $300.
$300 unarticulated.
Honestly, it's just one and done. Like, I think this one, like, I honestly wouldn't need anything else. I would just take the Samurai Jack and I'd be good.
Okay. What if they do other Gendy proproperties? Like
Star Wars?
No, Primal. The caveman and the T-Rex.
Yeah.
Or the Unicorn Warriors. Those are fun.
I think those are cool, but I think it's just harder because I feel like it doesn't have people were watching that cartoon. People didn't grow up on that cartoon. You know what I'm saying? Where Jack pulls because the demographic of toy collectors have shifted, and so everybody who's collecting toys has seen this show. For the most part.
That's true. Yeah, that's true. We grew up watching it. Yeah. You're right. All right, let's take it over to Storm Collectibles. They gave us a teaser for their Street Fighter Alpha 3 Storm Arena.
Baby.
So we got ourselves Ryu and Ken, of course, but they also did Sagat is going to be coming. So he's going to be
you could tell Sagat, you could tell the Chun-Li with the buns, the
Hold
layer
on.
buns.
Yeah, this is Sagat right here, right? And so they're revealing that already. And now he's a bigger character. So I want to see if does the price point jump on Sagat, or
I hope it does.
Or is it just, and the size is going to be right. We'll see. Yeah. But the other one here is Dan Habaki. And of course, Chun-Li. Chun-Li's going to be there. It's going to be fun. And the final one that they teased here was Charlie Nash. So some, big hitters, also some lower hitters, and I like that, they're giving us well-rounded. They're going to fill out the team eventually here. So
yeah, they're doing this right thing. When you do a first wave,
tell them
you have to do the heavy hitters. That way people buy the heavy hitters and then you do the side characters. Never save the heavy hitters for last. Like doing Ryu, Ken, and Chun-Li, you have to do that, right? And Sagat, I would even say Sagat's A tier. A tier character, you know what I'm saying? So they're doing it right. They're getting people hooked. And then with the Sagat, either way, I think if it's the same $25 price and it's the good right size, just applaud him.
That's crazy, yeah.
But if maybe they're like, all right, it's $30. I'm okay with that. Just make him bigger, make him big, and make him the right size that he needs to be. Yeah.
Also, too, Charlie Nash and Dan Habaki, Jada has not done. So they're
that's research right there.
They know.
They know. Yeah. It's kind of like when I told you when Figuarts was kind of battling Figma, and then Figuarts was like, okay, well, we want to do the My Hero characters, but they're like, let's do the season 3, season 4 skins. Mm-hmm. So it's still the heavy hitters, but it's skins that the people that have been collecting Figma don't have. That is so smart. To undermine Jada, that is very smart.
And give them characters that they don't have. So like if you are a Jada collective and you like that Charlie Nash, well, try out Storm Arena.
Especially because I feel like some collectors might just rationalize it and be like, well, I'm not going to buy another Chun-Li. I'm not going to buy another Ken and Ryu because I already have them.
True.
But then they're like, well, I don't have Dan or Nash, so I'm just going to buy Dan and Nash. And then they're like, then they're going to be like, oh my gosh, these are actually better than Jada. And then they're going to be all.
Yeah. Then they'll be like, yep. They're going to do the Andy right where he throws down the Buzz Lightyear toys. Andy.
Oh yeah, I don't want to play. Yeah, dude. That's gonna be the reality. Yeah, I don't want to play with you no more. Dude.
Drop the Jada.
Yeah.
All right, let's take it around the net. Joy Toy, these guys are cooking, and I love talking about them. But first up here, we got the Zork Triceratops, right?
And are we getting Zark?
So right now it's Zork. Now you know how Jada likes to do. They like to do 4 a wave, right? 4 a drop. Or sorry, not Jada, excuse me, Joy Toy, how Joy Toy likes to do. But yeah, let's take a look at Zork here. Beautiful green textured sculpt. Love how white the bones are, the toes. Like, dude, this is great. The weapons look amazing. Yeah, all around, dude. This Joy Toy is cooking.
And what's crazy is like when you look at the detail and you look at the paint and you look at the articulation scheme, if you didn't tell people that this was, a 3/4 inch 1/18 scale figure,
yeah,
people would probably think it's a 1/12 just because of the detail and the articulation, because this type of detail and articulation is not seen anywhere on this scale besides Joy Toy. So man, these boys, they are just absolutely cooking, and especially walking that line of realism but keeping the essence of his origins in the cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful sculpt.
Yeah, this is cool. Next up, Zorax.
That's his name, Zorax, dude. Oh my goodness. What's so cool about this, and some people might not like, some might like it, but they took the liberty, this is like a creative liberty that they took to do kind of a bigger Triceratops, that breed. We've all seen that big breed with the huge fin. Because that's not how it is in the cartoon, right? They're like exactly the same.
Yeah, they're
exactly the same
for drawing purposes.
For drawing purpose, for sure, and also probably for toy purposes. Playmates probably ask for that as well, and just like we can reuse sculpt.
Yeah.
So think about that. Think about as a company, Joy Toy has the opportunity just to reuse, and it's 100% accurate. No one's gonna say a peep about it.
Yeah.
But they're like, let's just add a little bit more flair, add a little bit more artistic creativity, and that's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, Zorak looks amazing, dude. And I love the dumbbell. That's such a fun accessory.
Especially with that bended curve, it just adds so much realism and weight to that accessory. It's
exactly. And they know Meowscles sticking.
Yeah.
Sticking the barbells. Yeah, it's bent, man. Really, really cool aesthetic. So yeah, but again, that's about half the ones that they released. They're also giving a Triceratops infantryman as well. And again, just dude, just an incredible, a deeper orange, right? Look at how the difference in orange.
Yeah.
Different headdress as well from all three of them. This one's more pushed back. This one's, that forward facing bend. This one is that flatter.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, the Triceratops infantryman is honestly my favorite, actually.
Yeah.
With the scarf, because they're just pulling all the right elements. That purple scarf is straight from the cartoon, but then it has so much more detail. This thing is ridiculous. Even the weapons, that gun, it looks exactly like the NECA one. Like,
yeah.
No, man, these things are beautiful. They gotta scale this up for me for 1/12, please.
What about these dumbbells, dude?
Those are good.
Yeah, these are fun, dude. Yeah, I agree with you, man. I wish
and
they
the
were
deeper orange is just a little better. Honestly, now I'm looking at now the other one. I'm looking at the other one.
It's too pale.
It's kind of pale, and actually don't like it now. Now that I see the orange, it's nicer. Yeah,
I do like this. This is more like the show, yeah. But that's not all. Last up, everyone's favorite, Casey Jones here. Just loaded, dude. Like a little over exaggerated, maybe, on his golf bag with all of his hockey sticks and stuff. But you know what? That's okay. It's Casey Jones, dude. The cool thing though is he comes with two different versions. You can have him in this Casey Jones like classic, the denim vest and the pants, but you can also have them all armored up, dude.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. I feel like they should have made either the bag go deeper, because
Like
that shot right there, go back to that shot. The weapons are sticking way too high up. And I think it kind of ruins the silhouette of the figure. Like, they need to come down more. And it almost maybe is like, I wonder if they're even going down all the way. I think because they try to shove everything in, they're actually not going all the way. It could be. I hope that's the case. Because maybe if you just put like 2 or 3, could go deeper maybe. I'm not sure.
Yeah, if we look at his hockey stick here and compare it to the bag, I mean, it's about just over half.
Yeah, because it kind of looks bad when it's
over
way
exaggerated.
Too much. Like,
it's too tall. You make the bag sit
how
lower.
is somebody gonna walk like that? You know what I'm saying?
No door. They can't go through any doors. They can't take the bag off. But I do love the armored up look, dude. That's just cool to have two different looks on that same figure, man. Like drastically different.
Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, one complaint with the Zorax, I think in the cartoon he's yellow. You know what I'm saying? I actually believe they're green and yellow. And so they went for like this pale orange. I feel like it would have looked better if they went for like that, just a deep yellow. Because I'm pretty sure he's yellow and the infantry are orange.
No, he's a pale one. He's a pale orange.
It's pale orange?
I don't know if you can see.
Oh, okay, then that's right. Okay, then there is a yellow one though.
Yeah.
It must be, I think, maybe another infantry color maybe that I'm getting mistaken by.
But the Zark and Zorak in the NECA line, they did a green and orange.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, there's a yellow one though.
Yeah, there is a yellow one.
There's a yellow one. Yeah, there's a yellow one.
Let's
do that next wave.
Yeah. Don't worry. Joy Toy's out here cooking. Yeah, all right, but that wraps up the Joy Toy figures there. There's everything you're getting with Casey Jones. Now, these are not sold or allowed to be sold in the US. But there's sites you can pick these up at, guys. Don't worry. Next up, something that's a little out of left field, but I think it's still fun here. It's Nokia's artist support hand. So it's a little model, a hand model. But Josh, when you see this hand here, what do you think?
Okay, if you guys don't know,
say it for the people in the back.
I'll answer your question first. Of course, I think of freaking Super Smash Bros. The hand.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, and dude. I have the SH Figuarts Mario, I have SH Figuarts Link. Who else do we have? The Figma needs to make some Star Fox figures, but yeah, dude, I can make like a Smash Bros. Display. I have Link, Mario. I even have they made Figma Pit. I had the Figma Pit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you could get a Smash Bros. Display going. Maybe put like the Jack Specific Sonic toys that they made. Put Sonic in there.
Oh, what about that Figma Solid Snake?
Sick, dude. Yeah. That's out there. They gotta give us those Star Fox. Actually, I even have the Ash Ketchum SH Figuarts. They've made Charizard. They've made Lucario SH Figuarts.
Yeah.
No, that is actually sick for like to make like a Nintendo Super Smash Bros. Display. That would be really cool.
Get the Master Hand, dude. Yeah.
Yeah, the Master. It's called the Master Hand. Especially that pose, dude. They know. They know.
Yeah, they know.
But yeah, like I'm like an avid, artist, and so I follow a lot of art accounts. And dude, the art community is just raving about this hand because we've gotten those wooden hands they use to display, but the big difference for the artists are raving about is the articulation within the palm. That's something that's never been done and never been seen. Because the fingers, we've seen that before. But the fact that this hand can actually palm to palm, like close the palm.
Well, yeah. Look at this.
Well, there's articulation inside here that it can actually articulate forward and out, splay in and out, in and out, in and out. Like it can come in on itself. It's just ridiculous engineering, ridiculous attention to detail. And then you actually get accurate representation, like for when you're using it for references and things like that. But the crazy sad thing that's like, it's good and bad because the price on this is pretty
130. Right? Yeah, 130.
130. But if you look at it, it's very kind of big pieces of plastic, no paint needed. Dude, the Chinese have just, the Temu workers and the AliExpress workers have just gone to town with this. And there's so many knockoffs with and they're dirt cheap. And the artists are saying it's just as good. That's the problem.
Now, one thing
sucks because Kotobukiya is not going to get maybe the money and they might not do something else like this again. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's true. Yeah. Speaking on the articulation point, the hand is done in a way where pieces can be removed from the palm to get that crunched in,
so it can fold in on itself. Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah. It's really good engineering there. It's really cool to see that engineering. Yeah, they've done right hands and left hands for these lines, but yeah, no, this is a cool master hand, man. That's what I saw initially, right?
Oh yeah, that's the master hand for sure.
And that's kind of cool that both your interests kind of collided on this one.
Yeah, dude, and people are just raving about this thing.
That's cool.
People are going insane. They're everyone's just but it's sad because everyone's saying, just go to Temu because it's $30.
Well, they're artists, right? They're just
they're broke.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it. Yeah. All right, let's go up to MDLX here. We got some 3-0 Optimus Prime sleeping when you fell asleep for that long time when the Allspark left him. This is dead Optimus Prime.
Yeah. This they call it sparkless, the sparkless spots. Yeah,
sparkless. Yeah.
Good reuse. You got to get your money's worth on your molds. It has kind of new pieces. It looks like kind of maybe it's paint or sculpted. I think. I don't know. It's hard to tell in that windshield.
Yeah.
Whether it's cracked or just white paint on it. I think it actually just might be paint. Yeah, it looks like it's just paint. It's just paint. It's no 100% reuse, just paint, color scheme. Looks good enough though.
Yeah, I think it's a cool aesthetic, man. Even if you're I understand it's the sleep mode or whatever he does, but I think it's a cool black and white too. I think they did a good job on the color scheme, the paint apps on it. All right, but I'll go ahead and wrap up this week's show. That is the toy news for this week, man. A lot of fun stuff here. Thank you all for tuning in and checking us out, of course. We're now at the end of the show, we're going to do our pick of the week. So we look back at all the toys here and think which one was our favorite standout. And we would love to know what your favorite standout was. Let us know down below in the comments what your pick of the week was. Josh, what are you thinking is yours?
Triceratops Infantry. Triceratops Infantry, man. That thing is cool, man.
It's a really fun figure, man. And I really do wish Toy would jump into that 1/12. It's probably not happening, but it's so cool, man. They're so tempting.
Especially because how deep they're going now. We're getting Triceratops. What the heck? I thought we were just going to get Foot and Shredder and the Turtles. Have we gotten Splinter yet?
Yes, we got Splinter. Remember he came with the foot shoulders?
Yeah. We got Splinter.
We did get full. Yeah. For me, I'm going to give it to that big boy Venom.
That was my second choice. That's a good one.
Yeah, man. I just look at the size on that thing, the sculpt on that thing, and we'll see what the price point is, but we're not worried about that right now.
Yeah, the selling point has got to be the size. I think just how tall that thing is, it just makes you want to have that figure. It almost is I feel like it's going to be 12, close to 10 inches, 11 inches. I feel like it's going to be it looks 12 inches because it's crunched over and it's still towering over the figures.
Yeah, it's tall. Could be. All right, friends. Well, let us know down below your pick of the week. And as always, keep collecting, keep playing. May the action figure gods smile upon you. Peace.